Patrick. We've got to start acting like men.
SpongeBob.
I'll be right back.
SpongeBob, wait! Make mine chocolate.
I'll have 2 chocolate banana splits with sprinkled fairy stars and goober beans. With extra sauce, please. You can let go now. I said let go, please.
We'll get by the ice cream.
What kind of old lady are you?
I'll save you, SpongeBob!
So, an actual fight. Oh, also the costume picked in. But yes, man, I just have a lot more muscle memory for this game than I would have expected. First thing I do, I just immediately attack. Also, there's a square on the left there. For some reason, that the game is not rendering right. By the game, I mean like 360. So this is not one of the unlockable or one of the cheat costumes. But I'm not sure this fight's gonna be much different. Oh. In light of me having fewer abilities, no upgrades. I guess there's a fact that I have less health. Enemies. Oh, I see something for a second there. You do see some enemies appear at some point. Oh yeah, you can knock back. So if you have the upgraded spin, you can actually knock back these projectiles, and it'll do a little bit of damage.
That's what I'm talking about.
But you have to do it all through attacking the tongue instead if you don't have it. Sorry about that. It's kind of funny, if you ask me to recall things about this game, I don't remember that much, very specifically. Pretty decent bit. But some of these fights like this one, I don't remember much exactly at all. But if you throw me into the fight, then I remember some of it pretty perfectly. I just still have that muscle memory.
Watch out for the tongue. Good job, Patrick.
It's interesting. Propulsion there. And I'm about done here.
I don't think you like that. Keep doing
This is a pretty straightforward fight regardless. I think it's your first boss fight, isn't it? Just fairly late in the game. I never really realized just how short this game was. Actually, I think it took a really long time to get through it the first time. Because I got stuck on a few parts. Nice little jiggle there, Patrick. You gonna react? There we go. He took a moment to notice. Also, why is the boss still standing up there, back there? But oh, come on, game. Stop interrupting me.
Come on, kiddies. Have some ice cream.
Jump for it, Patrick!
And so, the hideous creature was vanquished by an even more hideous creature, coming from the deep ocean trench.
Well, we lost our car again.
Never mind the car. Where's the road?
There's the road, on the other side of the deep, dark, dangerous, monster-infested trench.
Oh. After gulping, SpongeBob and Patrick decided to throw in the towel. Luckily, Mindy arrived and showed them what was really going on back in Bikini Bottom. Plankton had transformed Bikini Bottom into Planktopolis. The sight of their city convinced our heroes to continue on to Shell City. So, in order to become men, they cried like little babies. But someone was hot on their tail. With no time to lose, Princess Mindy thought of a better idea, and our heroes quickly became men and marched toward the treacherous trench.
That actually makes a lot less sense when you already knew about Planktopolis, but okay. Oh, I forgot about the slide. I was thinking you're gonna start rock bottom right now. Not rock bottom, the trench right now for some
To
reason.
get to Shell City, you're going to need to cross the bottom of the trench. You can get to the bottom using this slide.
See, all these shortcuts I remember here. There's one main one. But as I was trying to say...
The only way across the trench is along
Thanks,
the
Minnie.
bottom. But you have to get there first by traveling down the slide. Past those sea monsters.
The trench is pretty deep.
And very dark.
Oh, no sweat, Mindy. We're men now. Those sea monsters wouldn't scare a guppy.
That's the spirit. Now get down there as quickly as possible.
I do appreciate that they actually have costumes with the called mustaches. But I kind of wish you could select through the different costumes in this game instead of them being tied to areas. Oh well.
Again!
So I was thinking the main shortcut I know of here is this. Oh! Almost. You can do that. It saves a lot of time. It's useful for time challenges. Of course, if you fall and die, then in a practical sense, it probably doesn't save you time. But what I was trying to say was, I've heard them talk about how short this game is a few times, and I never really understood what they were talking about. Because when I first played through this game, it took me forever to get through it. Probably just got stuck in a few places.
Ouch!
There we go. There are a few other shortcuts you do like that, I think, too. I don't remember them, where they are or anything. And there's one somewhere where you can skip a pretty significant portion, I think. I don't remember how, though. Just drop down somewhere. I don't have to memorize where the death barriers are, though. Like, right now, I couldn't just drop down
Pull over! I
that
need to!
part of the track on the right, because there's a death barrier between here and there. And every time I played this game ever since, I've 100%ed it too, so the game still felt fairly long. Because I was seeing everything it had to offer. But if you just play through this game casually, I'm realizing now, with this playthrough, this game definitely isn't all that long. You do get through this game pretty quickly. I also haven't really realized
I think you mean...
just how late in the game some things are. Like, your first boss fight is like, what, halfway through the game? At this point, in terms of like full-on levels, you just have the trench,
Look out below!
whatever you want to call the part that comes after. Oh, what's it called in the game?
I can't!
There's Now That We're Men. It's escaping what the next one's called for some reason. The big polluted place. And then there's Spongebob, and that's it. Of course, you have stuff in between those. It's not a lot. I got through a significant portion of this game in the first sitting.
She wasn't kidding! Ow! My hurt.
I never really did figure out which routes are faster here, I don't think, though, in some parts.
Do you have any free?
Oh, fish!
The game doesn't make it especially obvious which route you want to take when it comes to getting down these sides as fast as possible. But it doesn't make too much of a difference, I don't think, compared to the time you save by taking shortcuts that may or may not be intentionally placed. Enemies! High fivers. Bowl went over. Hey, how did I die? Anyways,
How was that for you?
checkpoint. So they kept the same checkpoints in this game, but not the same animations. They're not the same animations, the same sound. I still find the checkpoint sound. Why am I confusing those words? I found the checkpoint sound pretty satisfying in the first game. By that I mean balcony bottom.
Well, that was different.
Which, I mean, from a gameplay perspective, this really is just a sequel. Except you have to regain most of your abilities from that game anyways. From balcony bottom, that is.
So many choices, so little time.
I like having full health.
Next.
Wish I could have continued that trend. Anyways, I think this is about overstayed its welcome. This is a pretty long slide. We'll see that blue monster later. We'll see a couple of these monsters later. They definitely didn't hold back from some of the gross imagery in this level, though. Yeah, some of the stuff you have to go through in this game, in the trenches, not particularly pleasant for some people to see. That really bothered me speaking, but I can see that one can reasonably consider a lot of this stuff wet grotesque. Anyways,
How you like me?
we're done. I like that last little menacing looking cave entrance.
Holy cow! You actually did it?
Of course we did. We're men.
Yeah, right. Here's your reward.
You love saying that, Mindy. It's a lot funnier though, and Patrick also said that in Balcony Bottom at one point. Now we're here.
This place is full of horrible, hideous, and disgusting monsters. You've got to cross the trench to get to Shell City.
Patrick, why is your skin stretching with your pants? Patrick's model wasn't rigged for that. Look at all these monsters just kind of sitting in place menacingly.
I'm sorry, Spongebob. You don't have enough Goofy Goober tokens for me to give you the Sponge Bowl. You'll need the Sponge Bowl to defeat the monsters here.
Sponge bowl? Will a cereal bowl do?
Sorry, Spongebob, but you need more Goofy Goober tokens.
I think that's one more.
Other,
Two.
stuff
No big deal.
here?
Yeah, so one thing I was planning on doing then was this. I do remember you actually do have to make some effort to play through these levels and get tokens if you want to be able to complete the game. The game definitely doesn't let you just kind of run through it without paying any mind to anything. Which I don't mind. I kind of figured something like this was going to happen, so I just made a mental note of which challenges I would like to do later that I had skipped. Hopefully I'll be able to get away with not doing any of the slide or paddy wagon challenges though. We'll have to see. The SpongeBob challenges I at least like, despite them not being related to... Joke! Got two. Confident there. The worst thing of the SpongeBob challenges is just you have to redo the whole thing. I at least like the SpongeBob challenges, whereas the slides and whatnot, doing them is not very fun to me. And I think of different theme ideas for that extra obstacle course for the paddy wagon that I was thinking of. You could do something like, whoa, make an obstacle course at the boating school or something. Whatever the case.
I'm feeling like more of a man already.
There we go. These SpongeBob challenges I don't think are too bad as long as you just take your time on them. I usually end up messing up because I am not taking my time on them. But that might just be because I've gone through all these obstacles so many times. Because I like these SpongeBob challenges enough to, in some cases, actually redo them even when I'd already completed them before. I don't think there's anything else here that I haven't gotten that I can get. Thorn Fruit Challenge. What even is that one I'm missing there? Oh, that's Sonic Wave Guitar. Can't do that then. Could I do out Chocolate Creek? I could. I only need one more. How can I get to the end of this level quickly? I don't have the Sonic Wave Guitar unlocked. So I can't get to the end of this level quickly and easily because I can't warp to it. So what I want to do is I want to hit those buttons there, which I definitely can do. In fact, I couldn't... There are multiple reasons I couldn't cheat this out patch right now, because I, one, couldn't make an explosion if I threw enemies at those buttons and activate them all. But I also couldn't,
Squidward!
at the same time, that's probably the wrong place to go. Actually pick up my enemies to throw in the first place. This feels like a pretty appropriate outfit for Patrick here, doesn't it? But I don't think I could get up. Where's the... Can you see the last area from here? Is it up there? Yeah, it's up there. I don't have a way of getting up there, though. Okay, I'll see you guys next time, the next episode, when we... I guess just run to the end of this level again from here. Oh, well, I didn't mean to... Ah! Wait! Oh, dear. We'll see. Bye, everyone.